welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of y'all that are returning, I know that's right, notification gang. Welcome back. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this channel and you're going to enjoy the content as much as I enjoy making it for you guys. So guys, it's story time. I did promise you guys that I was going to be back with more story times, so yep, I'm back again with story time. All right. I'm just waiting for my babes right now. It's gonna arrive in the next 30 minutes possibly, and then I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so while I'm still waiting for my babes to get cold, I'm just gonna get straight into it without wasting any time. Guys, listen, honestly speaking, I'm an advice to I hope you guys can hear me because the lawnmower is busy outside. He's busy cutting the grass, and that's also making a lot of noise, and my neighbor's dog is also very annoying. But anyways, as I was saying, this is the last time I'm giving you guys advice, ne? I'm the worst person to give you guys advice when it comes to relationships and stuff, because niggas be breaking my heart too. But trust me on this one. My advice, so apparently this is the last advice that I'm giving you. Like, this is the last piece of advice that I'm giving you guys. Yegelani amadoda wayegeni phumani ebafaneni utonsita lokho. You will literally live happily ever after, and you will glow like me, child. Your eyebrows are going to be as full as mine are. Your skin is going to be popping. Uzo glow, guys. Like pumani eba fanin. So anyways, let me tell you guys, right? So the story time is about this other time when I dated somebody that was not my type. Another thing that I'm going to tell you guys, okay, before the last advice, ne? This is the second last advice. Another thing that I'm going to tell you guys is Gucci, date your types. I don't care who says what. I don't care who tells you what. Date your type. Like, it's better to get your heart broken by your type than for you to date somebody who's completely the opposite of what you want, who's not your type, who you don't even find interesting, just because you're settling because you want that person to treat you well, or because you believe they're going to treat you well. Chances are that nigga's also going to fuck up wherever along the way as well. So you might as well just date your type. At least it was something that you wanted. It wasn't something that you settled for. So your girl decided, you know what, I'm tired of my types. Guys, my types are beautiful men. Like, I love beautiful men. I love gorgeous men, guys. I love tall guys, dark, buff. Like, has to be dark. Dark is the hill I'm going to die on. Like, dark, buff, bearded. I die there by beards, guys. Smart too, witty. I love witty guys. Like, you need to have a sense of humor, right? You really need to be like, and yeah, you need to be there. You need to be there, right? So anyways, that's just my type, and I've dated the same kind of guys, and also adventurous and stuff like that, amongst other things. I've dated the same type of guys, and you know what? Those beautiful men love me too. So luckily for me, my type also likes me. I'm also my type's type. Well, I understand. But in reality, I don't think that my type is actually my type, because there are certain other attributes that I'm looking for in a man right now that I'm grown up, now that I'm more mature, that most of the guys that are my type don't have. Like, now I'm looking for different things. It's not necessarily only about the physical attributes, but there's also like a lot of other things, like the mental capacity. Is he doing okay financially? Does he have a job? Is he a stable person emotionally? Like, where's he at emotionally? Like, you know what I mean? So there's all those other things that also contribute now to like my criteria when I'm selecting the type of men that I date. Okay, but then all along I've just been dating the same type of guys, like just beautiful men, gorgeous men. It's just like, hey, I'm in it for it, Zobona Pambi. So anyway, this one time, I decided I was gonna date somebody who was not my type. So this guy, like, he's wanted me since I was in primary. So that's how we know each other. We know each other because there was a time before I moved to hostel when I was still staying in Lokunjan at my grand's place. In Matulu, and I Benkiveli bus, right? The bus that comes and fetches you, go station, takes you to school, picks you up from school, takes you back home. So I was on that bus, and then there was this guy on that bus, and in Begang Tanzam, like, he really, really, really liked me. That guy, like, he was just, he had a huge crush on me, but he was ugly. I hate to say it, but I don't know, ugly is such an ugly word to use, but he was not a good looking gent at all. He still isn't. And I know but that nigga was ugly. Okay, period. Like he was not easy on the eye at all. So, and I was young, also another thing. So I wasn't dating, I was in primary, and I was just like, child, first of all, second of all, I'm gonna tell my mom. That's what. Keep talking to me, and I'm gonna tell on you. So there was that. So, anyways, guys, I feel like this guy was never my type. I was never gonna date him, and I would tell him, "Go to stop." So even when I did grow up at a later stage, and I met him, like I still wasn't into him because he still wasn't my type, And he was, those really sweet guys, like those really sweet, but very not good looking guys, but super sweet type of thing. I'll do anything for you type of nigga. Cool. So at a later stage, sharp, like I've grown up now, I'm in high school, whatever. I see him again, and he still has this huge crush on me. And at this time, like I'm mature now, I'm in a relationship, and I'm head over heels in love with my man, and I'm never gonna cheat on my man, whatever. But I'm talking to other niggas, right? Like we chatting. This guy, he would buy me flowers, he would buy me gifts, he would give me money on my birthday. Like he was always there on my birthdays, even though I was not his boyfriend. And he wasn't pushy. Like he was also just very non-pushy. He was just there. Like, what do you need? Like what do you want? I can do it for you. He was that guy. Okay, my nimbo knows, man, this guy is a nice guy. Okay, so ultimately I go to varsity. I come back from varsity. Life has humbled me a bit in terms of men. I've dated a good share of my types, and flames, bruh. Like I've seen flames. So now I get back and I decide, you know what? I'm gonna date a completely different person from all the men that I've dated. So he's doing well now. Like he's got tenders. He's doing this and the other. He's good. He's good. Like he's good. He's financially stable. He's still ugly, but in other aspects, Gwenda indoors. Hi. I decided, let me just give this guy a chance. Like, let me just give this guy a chance. Like, I've got nothing to lose, right? My friends that are also very talkative and like they know him because they still live in the same hood and whatnot. They were like, dude, you and I'm like, never that. Me, I speak fluent English. I know nice things. Kichipi. What could a gassy guy possibly do to me? Gassy guy. Come here, let me show you what I can possibly do to you. Okay, cool. So we start dating, like it's nice and stuff like that. Like this guy is a sweet guy, guys. So he's very likable, he's a very likable person. He's funny and he's sweet, right? But I try as keep like windscreen wise, like Jurassic World. It's King Kong vibes. So yeah, no, I decided I'm in it now. My friends used to laugh at me every day, mind you, like they used to tell me every day, whereas now my other friends from like town were just like, dude, you dating this guy? When I told them about it, they were like, dude, you dating this guy? Please, ma'am, save yourself. The only thing that you should get from that guy is the bag. Right? Take the spoils, bruh. Don't take the spoils and and have a good time, But that guy is not there for a long time, so you need to get out of Lesing Ngondoleza. And I'm just like, who me? King Yena, Queen Mina, jealous Ninam. That man is gonna put a ring on my finger. He's gonna marry me. Hey, the jokes write themselves, guys. What's in the Jurassic World? King Kong, I will show you. Yeah, so for the rest of the video, I'm going to call this nigga King Kong. I'm going to call him King Kong. So sharp, Vele, he's there. It's nice. But it's one of those things where every time you bring him up, your friends are just like, wait, girl, this nigga's gonna show you flames. So my one friend, Antombi, from Matulu, that one is very straightforward and she's very honest, right? So she was always just like, ma'am, that guy is going to show you flames. Please save yourself and save me the drama, because I'm the one that's going to have to deal with the drama when he starts to dribble you, because it's coming. It's only a matter of time. Never that. I'm telling you, this man is not going to dribble me. Nothing is going to happen. Where, guys, I seen him fine. I seen King Kong. I said, let me show you the wilderness. Let me show you dark days. Let me show you the wilderness. You think, Kuzi, they showed you flames there in town, those cheese boys. Let me show you, bruh. Guys, yes, him. Okay, cool. I like, you know, like the relationship was fine. Like, it was fine. He's not a mean person. He's not a, maybe he is behind, I don't know. But yeah, he was not like a talkative person. So he didn't do all of those, like, he was not a dramatic person. There was no drama. It was just, it was fine. But it was just the thing of, like, every time you're chilling with somebody, somebody mentions something. And one thing about that hood, they've got drama, they talk, right? And they gossip, and they're just, it's just, you don't want to have friends from there. Like, I like my friends from there, like my childhood friends from there, but please, I don't want any friends from that place, period. So anyways, man, and okay, cool, like I'd go out. So I was always going out to go to Mochilas and stuff like that, because it's like the one place that I really like, that side. So I was chilling there, because mostly it was because I didn't really get to grieve my grandfather when he passed away. And then when I did come back from varsity, I was like, I want to go chill by my grandfather's place for a while and just kind of, you know, like just be there, you know. So that's why I was there full time. So I sharp, okay, yo, I start hearing like stories about how this guy is dating this girl. Next week I'm out limang mang. This guy is dating that girl. Like every single time I'm out, there's just like a new person that this guy is allegedly dating. And like when you ask him, he's obviously just like, dude, when do I get the time to do all of that stuff? Like, you know, I'm always busy. Wait, like that. Okay, so I got disturbed, but whatever. So, you know, fast forward the story. So now I'm starting to hear all these rumors about him, and he's cheating and whatnot, and he's saying to me, Gutiana, how can I be cheating? Like, where do I get the time to be doing all of that? Sharp. Okay, so my one friend starts telling me, dude, he's dating this other hand. This girl, mang from wait. She's dating this guy, and they are like in a, like they're steady in a relationship. I do some digging, fairly. I find out Kuti, it's not just her, but like she's the, I guess she's the main. And then there's just a bunch of other girlfriends that are also there.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
She's the main in the sense that she's always at his house. She's been at his house. She's been at his house since when she hasn't left. Wait. Sharp, a lot of shit goes down between him and I. Shit that I don't care to talk about right now, because then the story time is gonna be too long. But a lot of shit just starts.
Yo, you know where's the danger? You know where the danger?
I'm gonna benefit of the doubt, because one thing about me, child, benefit of the doubt will be the thing that kills me one day. But I benefit of the doubt. This one time he comes to my place, we get into an argument. I'm just like, yo, dude, like I'm hearing all these things about you. Like there's this person, there's that person. Like there's just so much that's going on. Like these things can't all be made up. Like you're not acting right. I'll never forget this guy. This shit is actually really hurting me and stuff. Guys, you won't believe, excuse me, you won't believe his reaction. He was just like, I saw your head, like, like, you know what this nigga said to me? This nigga's like, I'm sorry, Kathleen. Like bo kapadia bo khethana sinifuna ukuthi nasi siyanihetha hayi mina ngathi kuthi wena so gwajile wena mina ngathi kuthi wena ngoyilo so hetha abafana hayi bo sisiqina. This shit came out of his mouth and I was like, I also okuluma, and he's saying this shit with a straight face. He's legit dead ass saying to me that, listen bro, you dated like the worst person, like when it comes to hurting hands, and that nigga showed you flames. You literally can't be telling me that I am hurting you when you're the one that's supposed to be allegedly hurting guys at this point. You're supposed to be a goat in this thing.
And I mean sizawuthini ezinto zinto zabantu tusho msenje uba bengalahlwanga mina ke bekuzawulahlwa bani bekufuna kulahlwe bani. Anyways, wethu Savannah up, we can tell Savannah nerves. No friend, like I can't do is right up and ndiyamthanda. Chomi ingathi ne chest pains, ingathi inhliziyo yami izawuphuma ebuhlungu. You understand?
I think I'm gonna there and there ukuthi yabona one day bafana batosibulala, because here I am in my feelings, like I'm legit going through the most, like nyagoa guys, like my heart is actually breaking, and this nigga is telling me ukuthi mina I'm supposed to be a bad bitch by now, like I shouldn't be still getting hurt by niggas and shit like that. Oh, they think wow, ziyakhala. So anyways, I'm back in town and I'm just like, you know what, let me just go back home. I came back to town. I was chilling with my friends, whatever. So one of my friends at the time, she was friends with these other people, and these people that she's friends with, they know a lot of stuff about this guy. So my friend is like, guys, you won't believe, Matari is busy telling me this guy is dribbling her. Can somebody please talk to this girl? The others start laughing at me. They're like, ma'am, you're getting dribbled by that guy. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, ma'am, this guy is dating this girl, he's dating this girl, he's dating that girl. Like, he bought this one a couch, he bought this one an iPhone, he did this for this one, he did this one is in hospital, like, because she's got depression, because, like, she gave him money, and what, like, they're just going on and on and on, and I'm just sitting there like, we can't possibly be talking about the same nigga. Like, it can't be the same nigga. And wait again, all the girls that he's dating, like, he doesn't have a type, man. There's bad bitches, there's pretty girls, there's guys, there's dinosaurs, there's Jurassic World there. There's a lot of things that are happening. Give mix masala, kitty pizza. This man does not have a type. You know that SK video, when SK is like, anything goes. That's where we're at with this nigga. So at this point, I'm disgusted. Now I'm paranoid about, oh my God, like, guys, like in these relationships that we find ourselves in. So now I'm just going through a lot. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm guys. And they're like, first of all, that nigga's ugly. And he's acting like you're the ugly one. And yes, for real, that nigga was ugly. And he started acting like I was the ugly one. You came to fetch me from my peace. Like, can you balance this thing for me? Like, what's going on here? Hey babes, it be like that sometimes, right? Another thing that I learned is that don't date guys that have wanted you for a very long time. Like a guy that's wanted you your whole life. Stay away from those motherfuckers, because they will show you flames when they get you, bruh. I've been wanting you my entire life. Like, I've been chasing after your ass, and now all of a sudden, hi. So this one time we're chilling, I feel like, guys, but puma to a relationship, but I get out of that relationship, I will be patient. I have a vision. I don't see the things. Like, you guys are telling me a whole lot of stuff. Now I've never seen anything. Well, I understand. So I can't leave my man based off allegations that are not proven. There's no facts to substantiate none of these allegations. You guys are just saying things. At this point, all of this is just hearsay. I'm not leaving my nigga because of hearsay, guys. Like, it be like that sometimes. Hey, my friends are like, yeah, hey, what's the wagunyisa movies as in and you are still going to go through the most. If you guys thought I was going through the most, sharp, one day he comes to my place. He comes to check on me. He's coming from work. I've had a long day. I'm tired. Whatever. Okay, so we should spend time together. We should spend time together. I'll come and pick you up tomorrow. We can chill, we can be together and whatnot and spend the day together and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm looking forward to it. Another thing, guys, Devil D. Devil D is also another king up, because now there's all of these other things. Like, this nigga is cheating. This nigga is that. This nigga is not even a cute nigga. Like, none of that. And then also there's the Devil D, which is very confusing, because that thing has a way of programming your mind to make you think that things are what they are not. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but if you've been there, if you know, right? So this day I'm like to my friends, yeah, this is it. This is where I leave this nigga. Like, I'm done with this relationship. Wada. I think I'm fana and he's just like, another thing, he was very friendly with money. He still is, And then I see, okay, cool. So I'll see you tomorrow and stuff like that. Meet him in a shop. So on this day, I'm also very triggered. So I'm emotional because it's my grandfather's birthday and my grandfather's late. And, it's just like, oh my God. Like, I'm just going through the emotions. I'm having like a rough day. Shabu, I see him. He leaves. He goes home. When he gets home, he sends me a text. When he sends me a text, he's like to me, I just got home. And then a few minutes later, he's like, my dad passed away. Hectic. Okay, I knew that the dad was sick, because, we even spoke about that before he left. And he's like, my dad just passed away. Hectic. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know how to react to this. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to say. Right? And in that moment, there's a lot of things that are going on. Like, you obviously can't be bombarding a person and overwhelming them with phone calls and SMSs and all of that, right? So I'm just like, okay, cool, I understand. I'm I'm really sorry about that. My condolences. I'm here if you need to talk, but I'm also going to give you space so that you can do whatever it is that you need to do. Because obviously, arrangements, they need to come and fetch the body. There's all of those things, Jay. There's just a lot of things that come with a person losing a parent, and just not even a parent, losing somebody that's close to them. And it's really not like cool to make yourself the center of attention in a situation like that. Just distance yourself, but like also let them know that you're there. At least that's how I deal with those kind of things. So I'm like, no, I'm here if anything, right? Sharp, oh, okay, cool. So he's like, thank you, what. I'm like, okay, cool, good night. Sharp, now I'm like heavy hearted, like, yo, there's a lot of stuff that is going on. Okay, I pray for him, I pray for his dad, I pray for his family, I pray for myself. I go to bed. The next morning I wake up and I go to my friend's place, Mantombi, and I'm like, yo, babes, hey, Pala, this happened yesterday, this, and the other happened. And she's just like, yeah, I know, I heard, it's really sad and stuff like that, but I've been telling you to leave that nigga alone. Do you know that other hand was there when all of this happened? And I'm like, where are you getting that from? She's like, I don't know it, but like somebody mentioned it. And I know the person that told her, because the person that told them stays close to Umchita, and she loves gossiping, Vele, that girl. So she's very invested in my relationship, and she always comes and she tells like my friend's stuff. And then my friend obviously tells me, Guti, this is what I heard. So this is not coming from her per se, but she's hearing it from the other hand. And she's like, yo, Pela, apparently Mugel was there. She's been there all along. I understand. And I'm just like,
inkinga zamsevele zadinga utshwala fast ziningi manje ziyanda futhi ngiyabona ukuthi hayi indaba yokuthi everything will be okay la ayisebenzi fangiphuza utshwala.
okay. So now I still feel like sympathy for him, but at the same time now I'm pissed. Like, this nigga is really acting like I'm the ugly one. Right? Like, that's my concern. Like, this nigga is he's really dribbling me. Like, so when he came to me and then he went to her, can't the previous day. Like, now I'm doing calculations. Okay, so when he says we're going to spend time together tomorrow, like, and like, this fucking shit. Okay, just like, you know, it's just, calm down, child. Don't be out here acting crazy and shit. This nigga just lost somebody important to him, so you can't be out here also ranting and sending him messages and coming at him sideways and things like this. Just let this thing blow over, and then you will deal with the dynamics of the rest like at a later stage. So I'm just like, okay, cool, let me just keep my cool and just be supportive and whatnot. Send him a message, I hope you're good, sharp. Okay, so obviously the sister and I were close, like we were close back then, very from those days in primary and whatnot, and we're still friends even now. So the sister's always laughing at me, like, why are you dating my brother, dog? My brother's so ugly. And then she'll always be like, yeah, but then at the end of the day, I also do know that my brother's got that D. I know that he apparently lays pipe, because all of these hands are with him and none of it makes sense. And I'm pretty sure it's because of that and the fact that he gives you money, right? And I'm just like, well, meaning I'm times or whatever. But anyway, so now obviously she's also lost somebody, right? So I call her and I'm like, yo, dude, I heard, I'm really sorry. Vele, she's just like not okay. She's like just going through a lot, right? So I'm just like, yo, dude, like, the thing is, I want to come see you, but at the same time, this is what I heard, like, about the other hand being there, and I just feel like I don't want to put myself in that kind of a situation. So like, I'm literally not going to come to your house. I'm just gonna be here for you over the phone. If you need to come to my house, you can come to my house. I think she did come to my house, actually. We chill, whatever. And then yeah, hey, she's like, yeah, no, hey, dude, that story, I'm just like, yo, I can't, you know. The thing is, I was trying to keep the relationship neutral, in the sense that, like, I didn't want her to tell me stuff that her brother was doing, because I just kind of wanted our friendship to be like just between the two of us, and my relationship with Mchita to be between him and I, because it gets really complicated when family members start getting involved in relationship dynamics and things like that. Trust me, I've been there. It's not worth it. So now she's just like, yeah, it is what it is. So I told my friend, Unotula, this one friend of mine, like, I tell her, she's like also like my neighbor. So I tell her, and I'm like, dude, you know, the funeral is coming up, and I'm very conflicted about whether or not I want to go to this funeral, because obviously if I go to this funeral, like, I need to see this nigga, and there's just like all of that other shit that's happening. And I'm pretty sure I would see, if all the stuff that people have been telling me about this guy having multiple girlfriends is true, chances are all his girlfriends are gonna be there, right? And she's like, yeah, there's 100% chance that they're all gonna want to be there to show support. And so, yo, but at the same time, this is like a big deal because it's kind of like it's his dad's funeral. It would make me also feel fucked up if he didn't, if like I don't go to the funeral, because then at least like just to show that I'm there. Like I don't even want to talk to him. I just want him to see that, okay, I came, I supported him, and that's that. Like I just need to do that, you know. And then my friend is like, no, I understand. Like I'll do the same thing, type of thing. But then please let there be no drama there. Nope. Especially not coming from me. Okay, sharp, the day of the funeral comes, we go, we get there, and I'm just like, you know what, I want to be as far away from everything and everyone as possible, because also all the gossip queens are there. Even Bafana from that place, but like they just gossip. His squad is there. I'm realizing, Guti, this is also kind of like gonna be a big ass party because people from town are also there, all dressed up. Cooler boxes are packed, and I'm just saying, Guti, yo, I can't. It's going to be a movie here. Like drama is going to pop. So I see this hand now. Obviously, when people tell you about somebody for so long, you are bound to go and check them out on social media to see, okay, who's this person that they're talking about? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I see her there. I see her very, she's emotional. But she was wearing a short dress. She's like, I see her. Okay, she's here. Okay, cool. So this is not a lie. She's here. Hectic. Okay, cool. Yeah, at this point, I've decided, you know, like this, I'm done with this situation. Like when I leave here, this is gonna be the last time. Like I'm out. Sharp, we go to the funeral. Hey, his other hands are there as well. Guys, basically 44 machela ke lapha.
You know where the danger is. You know where the danger is.
44. As in like
Ngiyahleka phela ngoba kuyahleka but ayihlekisi lento ngoba ibhlungu.
These hands were all dressed up, they want to be seen, fashion spree, like they were there parading themselves. Like it was just a lot. It was just very messy. We go, I'm just like, I'm gonna get into the bus with the general public, you know, that those big buses, those ones that are arranged for like people that don't have cars and stuff at the funeral. I'm like, I'm gonna get onto the bus because I personally don't want to be found in any private vehicle with any of his friends or him or anybody related to. I don't want to be seen. I don't want any attention drawn to me. I'm just gonna get on the bus. Get on the bus. We go to the funeral, the grave sites, whatever. Drama erupts there. Now the girls are fighting. They're busy hiccuping. They're busy doing hiccups there. What is it called? I don't know. Why am I saying hiccuping? They are busy going off at each other there by the funeral grave sites and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Cool. We decided to go back. Okay, well, we didn't decide, but I mean, after the funeral was over, it's time to go back to the house, wash your hands, eat if you're eating, and then obviously there's going to be like the after party, or you say, people do after parties at funerals. It's not an after party. Maybe it's like after tears. So we go back to the house. Okay, sharp. He sees me. He comes. He's like, hey. I'm like, hey. How you doing? Good. Give him a hug. Whatever. Hey, we are born out here. Lana, there's a lot of things that are happening. The other one looks like she was crying because she found out about the other ones. Like it's a mess. It's a mother. And now, seemingly, these girls, some of them wanted to concuss, to just like approach him and like confront him and whatnot. And this nigga's not there. Like he's just greeting. Meets and greets everybody. Like it's just, you know, he's living his best life. Shapu. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave, Yabon. So my friend and I, we go. After I spoke to him, I go to the girl, the female, the sister. I'm like, hey, dude, you know, I hope you're good. And she's like, no, friend, eat. You know, don't go without eating and stuff like that. I'm like, alright, cool. Okay, so my friend and I find a corner. We sit down. Unoktula, the one that covered me to the funeral. We sit down together, we eat. The sister comes, she joins us for a few minutes. After that, I leave, like I go out. When I go out, I see a bunch of people from Nelspruit, including some mutual friends from Nelspruit. They're like, yeah, we're having an after party. My situation, I'm like, see, 44, my girlfriend, alo mundula. After tears, man. I don't know why I keep saying after party. After tears, my see 44, my girlfriend, alo mundula. There's no way that I want to be a part of this mess. And I know for a fact, my signature go by drama. And boy, did I lie? Show me the lies, because I left and I went home and I got home and my heart was so heavy, bruh. Like, hey, guys, my heart was so heavy. I remember I said, you know, when you sit by your bedroom window, right, and you sit by the edge of the bed and you open the window, and I was like staring into thin air. Like I was literally sitting there. I think I sat there for 3 hours and I was just staring into thin air. Like I was just looking outside, and I was going through like the worst chest pains. Like I was feeling chest pains all over my body. And when I say all over my body, I mean the chest pain started in my chest, but I could feel them all the way in my feet, in my hands, like they were just everywhere, right? And I'm just like, this ugly motherfucker is doing this shit to me, and he's treating me like I'm the ugly one. Nigga, you the one that came for me. You the one that like me. I was living my best life peacefully without you. You came for my ass, and today you're doing this to me. I'm like, hi guys, there's no ways. You know when you're in disbelief, guys, you're like a nyeg. King Kong, Jurassic World. Me. Does this nigga know me? Have you seen this face? Have you? Yeah, Zimi, guys. I sat there. My little brother came and he stood by the door. And my little brother is like, are you okay, bro? And I'm like, I'm fine. And my little brother is like, anytime, Sharp Kev. So send Jane, and I'm just like, you know what? That was funny when my brother said it, but at the time it wasn't funny. It was just like, dude, get the fuck out of my room. Hi, fele guys, yathi ngagoisha, ngagoisha. You, ngagoisha, guys. Like, it was the disbelief for me, you know, the disbelief of, I never date anything out of my type or anyone out of my type. Like I have a certain caliber of men that I date. I have a certain type of men that I date. Physical attributes, mental, like, you know, like type. And now I did myself dirty and I compromised on all of that stuff because I thought that, you know, if you just lower the bar a bit, ma'am, like this nigga's gonna treat you well, I will do that. I'll never do that. You know when they say, but see, you mustn't say he would never do that because he'll never do that. So you do that again, fine. Hey, why do that again, fine? And I was left traumatized, guys. I was found shaking. I couldn't even tell, the friends of mine that were like, that kept kuzaring me, puma lap. I couldn't even tell them because, guys, so because they told you, you know, like they were like puma lap, or like another one was in a mental hospital not so long ago because of that boy. Just take money and be out. And me, I was like, no, but I love him. And I'm guys, baby girl. Yeah. So when you get a chance, guys, meaning to date your types. Date umuntu wakho ama 6 packs, the one with a swoop that's this big. Date them, the one with the arms like this. Date them when I babes. So that when he starts to nyisa you, at least ufela esfubeni lo thanza sona, awufele emkhabeni, like, you know, when he's nyisaring you, when you look at him, mara, he can still get it. And you're just like, hey, because that's where I was at. Listen, you are doing this to me. You are treating me like this, you. And he was like, yes, bitch, that's right. So guys, validate your types. I need to date your types. I love buff guys. I love tall guys. I love dark guys. I love beautiful men. And I think I should just continue to date them so that when they need me, at least man, get content. But I wanted it. I did not compromise myself. I loved it. I loved waking up next to that beautiful face every morning. I loved waking up on that chest. I loved it. You understand? So yeah, guys, long story short, relationship, and then I accidentally found myself with one of his friends. So now that you know what the danger is. The danger is in the fact that the friend was my actual type. I understand. Like the friend was gorgeous boy, beautiful face, bearded, child. So, but now he's also just a piece of shit. I need to put that out there. But at least that was a hill that myself found myself. I was just like, child, you are so fine. Where have you been all my life? Like, why the hell did I choose him? Why didn't I pick you from the get-go? So I found myself in that situation, but I quickly removed myself from that situation. And then I found umfana wami. So nothing, it didn't materialize into anything with the friend, but there was just also the rumors. We saw her where what, and it was just like, yo guys, gonna here in this place, you guys gossip too much, you talk too fucking much, there's just too much going on. Got myself out of that situation quick, fast, in a hurry. Found myself in an actual serious relationship not long after that, and then catch my feelings. Guys, just hey, this thing of Mjolo is a pandemic. I don't even know how to put it. It's just too much going on. So guys, like I said, my advice was pelile. Like this story time is shorter than previous story times, and that's good because but the advice is whether date your type, number 1. Number 2, if not that, Pumane Bafanini. Like, or actually in this order, Pumane Bafanini was the first advice, and then the second advice, date your type, at least. Like, if you like money, date men with money. If don't date broke men because you think they'll treat you better, because they won't, they'll show you flames. If you like broke men because they know how to babs or whatever the case may be, stick to your broke men. Don't date a rich guy because you think like, don't, just date your type. If you love a guy that's a groovist, go there. Don't go and date a quiet guy because you think that the quiet one that doesn't go to groove is gonna treat you better. He's got all the time in the world to fuck around, to fuck bitches. Don't do that to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, just date khetha umuntu wakho, and khetha ukuthi this is the hill I'm gonna die for. I'm gonna die on, and die on that hill, bruh. Don't find yourself shaking like me when I was found shaking, because I was really found shaking, guys. Like, I was found shaking. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. The story time is over. I'm about to film another story time that I don't know when I'm gonna post, but yeah, this story time is over. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the loyalty. Thank you guys for sharing. I thank those of you that comment. I thank those of you that actually really take your time and watch these videos and, engage and send me messages and send me DMs. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for growing the channel, growing with me and the channel. We're going to try and just keep on bringing more content, and yeah, I love you guys. Mwah.